It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the wet, windy, hurricane-ish Monday.
Hurricane Monday.
I hear that.
Milton Monday.
Okay, I got your text, people. Relax. I know, yes, they declared it a 5. They don't know yet. Just take it easy.
Milton Monday. Who came up with the name Milton?
They have the list.
If you had an Uncle Milton, you'd be feeling
I do
sorry
have an
right
Uncle
now.
Milton.
I thought you might have.
Yeah, we excommunicated him. He had gas.
It
But
is
boom.
boom. It's definitely not a great day weather here. I know your son's coming over with his family for safety, and I hope everyone on the west coast of Florida is finding where they need to go for safety. We do not make light of Mother Nature. Just do what you need to do early because we don't know what's going on.
There is a window right now for the next 6 hours. If you leave Bradenton, Tampa, that's at Fort Myers. Right now, there is a window to get across here. That window will close after between 5 and 6 hours. So I just sent it to Gio as well. And then you're going to start seeing the gusts and the rain and stuff going. But if you leave now, right now, you'll have a shot at that window. So I told Gio, leave now.
Is he going to? You don't know.
I don't know.
But I am excited that we have Sally Bernard is back. It's been a long time, so I'm really, really happy to have my other mom back
I forgot
in the
what
studio.
this was for. I saw it there.
Sally, how's the tea?
It's very good.
It is good.
Yes, very good.
I saw the nipple at it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, no, it's good. Yeah.
I'm so glad I bought an extra box. I'm like, let me bring some in today. So
It's
tea?
funny because I've been drinking this tea at home and I've been eating pound cake. So I come here home from home.
see, how would I know exactly what she needed
Exactly.
to eat during? That's kind of crazy.
In fact, Publix had run out of pound cake.
I went to Costco. They got no toilet paper. They got no water. How the hell?
Walmart was out of paper towels.
Well,
I had to go get those
That
at
actually
Home
started a
Depot.
couple of days ago because they thought there was going to be a strike, for the the
Yes.
ships that bring it in or something.
The workers. Also, you notice that in the restaurants they changed the ketchup to this ketchup.
I
Tastes
haven't
like
been
vinegar.
out to a restaurant.
But that happened because of the strike. So they were buying whatever.
That's why I think we've been out of toilet paper, why water bottles have been scarce. Toilet paper at Walmart's been kind of funky.
Toilet paper and water.
And paper towels.
And paper, the 3 things that exist life. And did you hear why they settled the dock strike? The bananas. We're going back.
Well, whatever reason, I'm glad that they settled the dock strike, at least until January. It gets everyone through Christmas, which is really good.
You're just all excited about the Christmas this and the Christmas.
Well-
Costco has all the Christmas stuff you need.
I think it's important for a lot of things, but right now we have to focus on the hurricane and keeping everybody safe. We're going to do what we can to keep everything up and running to get information out to you. We've got Linda Summers, our local meteorologist, is going to be joining us. It's going to be her first live covering the storm so far, so she has not gone live yet. So she's going to give us a little bit of a glimpse of what's going on, and then she's going to go back out to helping her people. You can follow her at Florida Severe Weather, and we always follow Linda because she always has that little tweak. If there's a good tweak, Linda will find it for you.
And don't get excited and don't panic. Take it easy. And if you're going to get gas because you think it's going to be very, very bad, which I'm telling you, I don't think so, and you're going to wait online, don't get into a fight, okay? So if you're going to get gas, you're going to wait an hour at least until they run out. That's another problem. So just chill.
It's very hopeful. I went last night. It was fine. It was not
No,
not
it was
bad at
backed
all.
up yesterday.
So for me, it was okay.
Where'd
so
you go?
I went to the mobile station on Hillsborough.
Go to Hillsborough at the mobile station.
I went to Hillsborough. I went to Deerfield. I had no makeup on. I was in shorts and a sweatshirt, so there was no way I was going to Boca. So looking like that. I went to Deerfield. It was all good.
You definitely would have recognized me because that's what I've been living like that for a month.
My hair is in a ponytail, no makeup. So I don't know why I felt the desire to put on lip gloss because there was no makeup on anywhere else.
You were going to kiss the pump.
Lip gloss, a ponytail, a sweatshirt. And I'm like, oh, let's go to Deerfield. No one will recognize me there. So that's exactly what I did.
Did you get gas?
Yeah, I got gas actually before I couldn't get out. You know, I've gone nowhere, so I have a full tank.
So you got gas. Where the hell are you going?
Here.
Well, I didn't know that when I got gas. That was the last time when I was here. I didn't know I was getting
That
sick.
was 2 weeks ago.
No, I've been sick
4
with
weeks.
this for
4
4
weeks.
weeks. I mean, I'm okay because 2 weeks later I was fine, but not with the symptoms.
You had a
so-
lot of side effects.
A
You
lot.
guys-
I got a lot. Yeah, you know, anybody out there that's had COVID or no, I took it very lightly. I just thought that I was immune, but I'll bring that up on my show.
Immune.
Yeah,
How
because
can you be immune?
Because I had been around people that had it, and I never caught it. But
That
no
doesn't
one's
make you
immune to
immune.
this. No one's immune to it, but I didn't think I'd get it this bad.
You are so funny.
I-
Did you guys get gas? You have gas? No? Of course not.
Just kind of a full tank. No, but you got gas? No.
None at all? What, do you got a quarter tank?
How did you know? But you live in West Boca, so you're good. And you're in West Boca.
I'm in West.
You might get a little more windy, You're a little bit further north and west.
If you tie a sheet, you make a pole through your sunroof and you tie a sheet, the wind will fly you down here. You won't even have to turn the car on.
Like a parachute.
Like a
Just take a
sailboat.
gust of wind and fly on down. Oh my gosh.
That's so funny.
It's a great
You like
idea.
that? I'll hook you up. I got a sheet in the back.
So Sally, I've got a question for you. I feel in my heart, maybe we can ask Aldo.
Okay,
There
he's
should be a
definitely
way
around.
to break up the energy of a hurricane.
Oh, not that again.
to make it not so bad.
Not that again.
Right? Or a hurricane is energy. There should be a way to neutralize it a little bit so there's not loss of life.
Let's do that on my show because I think I definitely feel Aldo's around because my earring fell off and he takes my earrings off. There is a way. I do believe there is,
See?
But but
Oh,
most
yeah,
of
that
the
makes a
time,
difference. She
People are
agrees.
not going to
Sally
believe
agrees
it.
with me.
But you know what? As long as you hear it, you don't have to believe it. I believe by sending positivity that we're not going to. I don't know if we could just stop it, but maybe it won't be as bad.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're not losing anything by saying to
All we
yourself.
can do is try.
Exactly.
I remember Hurricane Irma came and the kids came up to the house and they said to me, what are we going to do if there's really a bad storm? I said, well, you're on a need-to-know basis. They said, well, right now we need to know. And I said, well, if we need to, I think we were going to come here. I said, we're good. Or we were at the other studio. I don't remember what year Irma was. It might have been we were at the other studio. Why didn't you tell us? 2017? So we were at the other studio. Why didn't you tell us? I said, you didn't need to know what we were doing, but now we need to know. So I feel like there's something we can do.
So maybe we'll make that the topic at 2:30 for the show, right? Because I always talk about positivity, but I've had a month watching a lot of these shows now. I'm not the only one. When I do this, I realize many people do talk about it. You know what? Even if you don't believe it, it's good to be positive. So as well, just think maybe. I believe, say it's going to help. Absolutely, it's already helped. But if you're on that borderline there and you're not sure, fake it. It's going to work. It's going to work. I say that a lot.
How far do you live?
I live on 441 and Clintmore.
So the
now everybody
emergency
knows where I
plan
live.
is to come here. This is like a bunker.
Yeah, but I don't, because it's not coming in on this side. If it were, we are going to not get anything.
It's coming in on your side.
No. It's coming in that way, but it's going to hit on the other side of Florida, and it will give it. Although we say, gives it time to break up. Look what happened in North Carolina.
I know. That's what's kind of
See,
scary.
the problem here is that once it hit, you don't know which direction it's going to go. It could go straight, it could go left, it could go south, it could go north.
Well, it's going to go across Florida.
It could, or it could turn around, go the other way, and
No,
come back.
I mean, from what they're telling, it's definitely going to go across
They don't know.
Florida.
The Helen is still creating havoc. Did you see this? Still creating havoc with all the rain and all the mudslides and everything else. So you don't know, but you have to be prepared and make,
That's
bob
the
and
difference
weave.
between what we're going through now and what because my son lives in North Carolina. I was worried because I couldn't get him. He had no power or anything. If he had enough food, normally, of course he would. He was in the army. He would have stocked up. But they didn't tell them. They didn't know what was going to happen. And that's where it's. Sad.
Well, Tampa's not prepared for this one because they
You
haven't
just
even
had the
cleaned
last
out.
one, right?
They haven't even cleaned up from the last one. And Gio called me this morning. You would think that the National Guard would clean up Tampa, get all the debris out, because there's debris everywhere and they don't have enough hands.
They don't have enough hands
They
because
don't
they
have enough
also have to go to North Carolina to deal with loss of
I,
life.
I get it, but now you have this hurricane. That debris now is going to clog everything up. They should bring in the National Guard from someplace to clean all that mess up.
It's a mess. It's
It takes money to do that, I
I
guess.
was saying, what's that noise outside my window? You know what it was? The sprinklers came on. I've had the sprinklers on for an hour.
I heard you called into Sarah Spiritual last week.
Yes, I did.
How was that
Yes.
phone call?
Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And I was still coughing.
Now think, you're a psychic calling into a psychic.
I've never done that before.
What
and
did
I
that
loved
feel
it.
like for you?
Fabulous. She was absolutely fabulous.
Was she
told
she
me
dead
everything.
on?
I hope so, because she predicted what's going to be happening, and it's everything that I wanted to happen, and she doesn't know anything about me.
She didn't.
Yeah.
She asked me, "Do you know that Sally person?" I said, "Yeah." She says, "Is she here?" I said, "Yeah," but I didn't tell her anything.
She told me I was really high energy. She felt all that.
She told me that too.
Yeah, yeah. And
What did you ask her? What does a psychic ask another psychic?
Actually, I was thinking what I was going to ask, but she started to tell me everything, probably that I might have talked about. It was
The
great.
book. She mentioned something about the book.
The
she
book.
said something about a movie. She said
Yes,
something about
yeah.
your energy.
Yeah, I think
I
may
was
have
like,
said- yes.
And I looked at I looked at it because I was sitting over there. I says, "What?" And I knew it was her because she was like,
No, she was very, very good, very good, and I'm so glad I did that, because I was in the midst of me not feeling well, and it brought my energy way up.
"See
Yeah.
that?"
Oh, well, what's happening with your book?
Well, they've actually now today she just emailed me that they've got from the 9 to 12. They've just taken it off.
Great.
However, the price of the book on Amazon is $280.
What?
They
It's
left.
not. It's not.
They left
But
they left the decimal off. It's
Something is
$28.
going wrong. It's not on Author House. Everything is correct. So I went in to see if the numbers from 9 to 12 were off the book. Yeah, they've gone. Saw the price. I just said to her, "What in the world is this?"
What did
Wow.
they tell you?
She hasn't replied. It took nearly a month for them to just
Instead
get the
of
agent.
$28, it's
forgot
$288.
It's actually, I took a
They
picture of it.
they don't have the decimal point.
But that's nothing to do with my publishers.
No.
They have that correct. It's just
That's
Amazon.
Amazon once
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
And what about the book that you're working on, your second book?
Well, that's also, I've been told, 4 months. So,
4
and
more
I
months.
guess, I felt like it's taken years, but I guess these things do take a long time.
And your clothing line?
That's coming along beautifully. I've got shoes now, but I'm not putting it on my site until it's all finished.
You
'cause
got
it-
shoes?
Yeah. Yeah.
What
they
kind of
look-
shoes?
A tennis, women's shoes and men's shoes, like sneakers
Wow.
and
Would
things.
you wear Sally's art on your feet?
Well, you see it when you see it, yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
really, everyone that's seen it, they're already wanting to buy it, yeah.
But it's not up yet? We can't do it yet?
No, I'm going to wait I want everything up there, and then about a month from now, or maybe less.
So what have you been doing in your spare time? How have you been recuperating?
Just really, I'm not someone to say that I felt ill. I felt ill. I really was just wanting to go to sleep and just escape from the world. Maybe I needed that rest. I don't know. That's very, very unlike me. But
Were you feeling tired?
I still am. I'm exhausted from nothing. I mean, I'm better and I'm fine, but
You're exhausted from
it leaves
nothing.
you exhausted like you can't believe. It's terrible. Today is the first day, really, I believe you to be doing what I'm doing.
She's exhausted from nothing.
Well, we're glad you're here.
takes
We've
your
missed
energy.
you. It has not been the same without you, for sure.
Oh, I'm happy to be back. I pulled up and I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, I can't believe it's been a month when you said that. And your birthday's coming up on Friday.
Friday, yeah. Friday.
I'm glad you're healthy for that. I know you're not going to be going away this week, but
No, I'm not going.
we're going to celebrate next week for your birthday on your show.
Beautiful.
So let's
yeah.
invite some people in, Sally, next Monday and have a birthday party.
Minus my age, though.
That's fine. Minus her age. We'll keep it going.
Yeah.
What else you got cooking? We got a new segment starting at the end of the month
Why didn't you tell me about that?
called Marvelous Miss Medicare with Claire Goyette. She's with ABI. She's an independent agent. She's going to be joining us starting this month for Medicare segment. It's going to be here twice a month talking about what's changed, what's changing, Advantage plans versus straight Medicare. Did you know that all supplements apparently all are created equal? And I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
I had no idea. She said anything from AARP to USAA to everything in between. If you've had a supplement, it's a supplement. And then apparently the Medicare Advantage plans have changed. They're dropping people. They're pulling out of Florida. They're just dropping coverage. So you want to definitely start listening to what she's got to say, because open enrollment starts now, October 15th, and that runs through the end of the year. And then she calls it, what did she call it?
It's the Gulf
Things you can
term.
change. The mulligan.
Mulligan.
Medicare mulligan starts from January to March, and things that are changing. Apparently there's no more donut hole, and there's different caps where there used to not be a cap on medication, which was the donut hole. That has now changed. And you're only required to pay X amount out on medications, and then you get them. But then she says, who's subsidizing the rest of the meds?
And she's a Medicare specialist, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yep, she's a Medicare specialist. Her name is Claire Goyette. She's with ABI, and I met her from 100+ Women Who Care. So definitely get out and network for your business, because you never know. And it was her first time ever there.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who you're going to meet, which is exciting.
So she's letting you know that she should look over your policy for a free
For
consultation.
free consultation. We're going to get
Especially
you.
your Medicare.
So we're going to have a segment put together for that. Plus, we've got the Kaizen commitment to change. I'm going to have to borrow this because my bag at home is empty until I get my new bag.
You like that stuff.
A lot of this product, this Kaizen, the premium electrolyte with CMOS and taurine, has changed my life for the better. Thank you, Al. Thank you. This has changed my life for the better. This has helped my anxiety. This has helped my heart palpitations. It's been unbelievable.
You know, this is the coffee brand. I forgot to ask if you're allergic to mushrooms. But let us know before we give you a taste of this.
They're going to call in this week. They're on their way to Mexico. I don't know how they're going to Mexico. I guess because the hurricane is leaving Mexico and coming here.
Well, one is north and one is south.
But they're on their way to Mexico today. They're going to do a VMix call with us one day this week from Mexico, from this conference, and we can ask them all those questions.
Yes, because it was brought to our attention.
But this product, the electrolytes for me, has been life-changing, positively, which has been amazing. So we can get this at livekaizen, KAIZIN.com, /cafe10 for 10% off. I actually ordered a bag, and I'm getting a free glass jar with it. And if you order the coffee, you get 10% off, and they give you that free frother, which is pretty cool.
Very nice.
So definitely check that out. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got our good friend meteorologist Linda Summers joining us from North Palm Beach County, where she's going to fill us in on what is going on with Milton and what we need to know and how to prepare. So more to come. We'll be right back.
Do we have...
Amp Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Give me the mozzarella. 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 Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty rich and pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Now, I'm known as the guy who can fix just about anything, but the technology in most appliances requires very special training to fix. And that's why my family has Choice Home Warranty.
Choice Home Warranty covers over 25 major home systems and appliances. That's your AC, heating, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and so much more.
Call Choice Home Warranty now before something breaks down.
Get protection for your heating, AC, plumbing, kitchen and laundry appliances, and more.
Call 800-920-3819. Frank A. Ruffolo, a renowned author and screenwriter known for his books such as 10048, Blue Falcon, Memoir of a Soldier, and his latest, Samuel of Sarah. Check out his website, frankaruffolo.com, for more info or purchase his books on Amazon.
Amp Media Futures Foundation is a non-for-profit organization dedicated to providing college students with immersive opportunities in media production, marketing, business skills, and communication.
Interns will learn professional workflow skills in editing, video and radio broadcasting, public relations, digital media, graphic curriculum, and access to equipment to make a positive impact.
Amp Media Productions is a full-service production house with a variety of shows ranging from the Brooklyn Cafe show.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a very busy Wednesday.
Sarah Spiritual.
Right here on the Oldies station, you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
Call me Zena.
By example, and that's what I try to do all the time, to teach by example.
Artist Loft.
Using that term more. Yeah, lofties, yeah.
And Gypsy Soul.
They love music. It's like their favorite thing to go to.
I teach like preschool up to 12th grade.
Yeah, nice.
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Amp Media Productions. Please like and subscribe to all of our shows.
I want to be in first class. Champagne, please.
Dying comfort.
That's good. We offer opportunities to excel in the field of TV film production, social media management, video editing, set design, graphic design, sound engineering, journalism, and many more useful tools to help you land a career in the media business.
To volunteer or be a part of our team, or to make a donation of any size, please visit us at ampfutures.org. Help us to empower college students to create a positive impact with immersive hands-on experiences in media production. Help us amplify the future.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We going to handhelds?
Going to handhelds.
Yeah, we're back. We have a breaking news. I didn't know we had a new show starting this Thursday.
We have a new show starting this Thursday. It's called Heartfelt Connections Club with Brielle. And Brielle and her sister Allie had a show with us years ago called Kids in Capes, and it was the first children's show that we did on our children's
I
network.
remember they were this big.
And when they started getting into middle school, it wasn't cool to do, to be in the public eye. And her mom said, when we're in high school, we'll be back. And we got a phone call a couple weeks ago, and Brielle is starting Heartfelt Connections Club at her new high school, and she is bringing it back to radio.
So it's just the big one?
For
Not the
now,
little
it's
one.
just Allie. Right now it's for Brielle, and she's going to be interviewing different foundations and organizations and sharing ways to give back. And then she's going to be creating a club at her high school, getting kids involved. So starting
love
this
that.
Thursday.
And she's going to be on the radio.
She's going to be on the radio.
What time are we putting her on?
7:30 Thursday night. And it's going to be live.
Wow, that's amazing. They went from Kids in Capes to Superwoman.
To being, I know, in high school. It's amazing.
Amazing. This is going to be fun to watch.
So-
I didn't even know that until now.
So new elements are being made, and she's going to be sending us over the voiceover, and all of that's been signed, sealed, and delivered. So it's pretty exciting.
Very good. Very
So
exciting
A lot of good
stuff.
stuff starts with our youth.
Hi!
And there's Veronica Green. She's going to be cooking. So we're going to set Veronica up over in the kitchen on the other side of the studio. And why we do that, we're going to go say hello to our good friend Linda Summers.
Okay.
All right, Linda.
Hi, guys.
Hey.
Hi, Linda.
Checking in on you, Linda. But first, we have to express our condolences. We love you and Chewy so much, and just sending you tons of love, because I know he is a huge loss to you. So we love you and Chewy.
I didn't even know that either.
Yeah.
So how old was Chewy?
Almost 19, 18
Oh my
and a half.
Wow.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've never been apart, so it's been a little hard on me.
I know.
It's real hard.
But, you know, he is all love watching over you for sure. And that's your new guy over there.
Yeah. He's right here.
He's a little bit bigger than Chewy.
Just a bit.
Chewy was amazing. What
Yeah.
did he weigh? Like 10 pounds? And he was your service dog.
Yeah, I called him my little bowling ball.
Unbelievable.
You saw him, he would just anchor himself so I didn't fall. Because of the perception issues and the balance and everything else, he just had me. He was like, I got you.
Well, he's got you now, Mommy's saying. All right, fill us in on what is going on. Florida Severe Weather, Linda Summers has created. She is a meteorologist. You can follow her all over social media at Florida Severe Weather, which is my always first go-to, and you as well. And I started watching everything was blowing up. People have a million questions, so I thought, let's answer some right here.
Absolutely. I'm not happy about it being a Category 5 just now. So it's got 160 mile an hour winds, gusts of 190. And it will be approaching our coast. The discrepancy is because there's several things in place, and a lot of times with approaching storms, you might have one situation in place, and wind currents and a front line. Well, we have 3 different situations involved with this storm, so it's a little bit not so pinpointing yet, but it also won't be landing or making its landfall till about Wednesday night. So we still have 2 days of this sucker out over the water. However, if it does go a little bit towards the north, which is what I'm thinking, around the Tampa area, could be a little bit to the north or south of that, if it maintains that track, I'm not 100% yet, but if it maintains that track, it would be going into some wind shear, which is good. Because by the time that it makes that landfall, it might cut it down to maybe a 4 or a 3, if it's a 5. If it approaches as a 4, which I don't think so, then it would drop down to a 3 or a 2. But we're with the wind shear. If it approaches south of that wind shear, which is really borderline of where it's kind of making its landfall, if it slips in under that wind shear, then we got a big issue for the coast, and we already have a big issue, but there's just nothing to slow it down.
Wow. So what are you thinking? I saw that the new path came out. It looks a little bit further north in Palm Beach County. What are you thinking for people that are watching for Palm Beach County and south as far as preparations? What should we be looking to do here?
Today is your day. Maybe some tomorrow as well, a little bit. You might have some time tomorrow. Because right now, we were dealing with this tropical wave moving through as well. So we have flooding already in this area from that wave that just moved through. So expect flooding, even if it moves a little to the north and kind of scoops around like I kind of think it's going to do, we're still going to be on that wet, dirty side of the storm. So we're going to get those feeder bands. Prepare for power outages. Get your car gassed up. Go on my site and go to the featured section, and I have a whole lot of information on what they need to be doing now or yesterday. So do it now. I'm going to make my final call about putting my shutters up this afternoon, just because of the fact that it's going to be such a strong system, and there is a mix of a front line as well as the storm approaching. And when that happens, you do have the converging air masses, and we have the hot and cold air masses. That does create a lot of tornadic activity, very similar to Wilma, if y'all remember Wilma. But Wilma was even weaker as it was approaching, and this one's much stronger.
Wow, I remember when Wilma came across, we thought it was all going to come down in speed and significance by the time it came over, and it still annihilated a lot of our side of Florida. It's true.
Right, and I'm not too, I when I deal with Mother Nature, I'm only doing my best on trying to figure out what she's going to do. But right now, with where he is and the strength he is, he definitely could fool us all, like Andrew or the storm in Honduras that took that turn. So I'm not feeling comfortable to say that everyone's out of the woods here. I would, if I'm of able body, and luckily I have someone coming to help me, and I'm able to shut my shutters, and it's not gonna, don't give yourself injuries trying to do that. But if you're able to shut those shutters, do it. If you're in a mobile home or any kind of manufactured home, be in a safer building, because there's going to be tornadoes as well involved with this one.
So let me ask, the system right now over the warmer waters of the Gulf changes the impact of a storm coming in from the Atlantic, correct?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because the warm water, it seems like the warm water makes these storms a lot more brutal and unpredictable.
Absolutely.
So,
and the Gulf is so hot.
But that's the problem. So it went from a 2 to a 5 because right now she's just sucking up all this moisture. Now they said that there may be some dry air. Now I read something that Tampa has a habit of, at the last second, something happens that diverts the storm away from Tampa. They get flooding and all that, but they don't get impacted direct. And it has something to do with the moisture, with the drier air. Is that true?
It is true, but that's not really in that situation. That might have been lucky in that storm. It just all depends on what's coming down, and we do have dry air. That's that wind shear. So when we have cold fronts this time of year in October, it may seem like it's Tampa that has that dry air, but it's just the fact that most of the cold fronts at this time of the year only go to a certain point. They don't come all the way south this time of year. November, December, we get our cold fronts, and it comes all the way down south. Now, still during hurricane season, the front lines normally kind of stall out, and that's why they're still getting that dry air, and it seems like it's because it's Tampa, but it's not. It's just the way the air masses flow this time of year during hurricanes. They favor a little bit. So I'm hoping that if it does go to the Tampa Bay area, that wind shear and that dry air will funnel in. I'm just hoping it's going to be in time and strong enough.
Now
It has to rip off those cloud tops.
I'm not from Florida, so I always thought that the hurricanes, I always thought the hurricanes came in from the from the Atlantic or from Cuba side, in that region. Always thought the hurricanes came this way. That this thing is coming from the opposite direction.
It's crazy.
Is this like normal?
Well, it actually originally did come down from the Yucatan. I was watching this 2 weeks ago and following this stupid thing, and what happened was it became two systems. And the one that we just dealt with Sunday, Monday, today, is that it split there.
Wow.
And now with Helene was stirring up the water and everything else, it didn't really generate enough. It might become a storm tomorrow and move off out of the Atlantic. This one stemmed out and then just sat. And you can't just sit there. It got stuck between wind fields and different situations that kept it stuck there. Wow. And then it's behind this other one. And now there's a really strong system in the Atlantic that's going to just pull it all the way across the cold front that's coming. So it is very kind of unusual, because usually when it's in the Gulf and that far west, it moves over Mexico, Texas, and out into the Pacific. That's why I say every storm has a mind of its own.
Oh, well, keep us posted. I know we can follow you on Florida severe weather.
Yeah.
Did she
No,
say this?
absolutely.
Wait a minute. Did she say that? Hold it. Did she say there's another one in the Atlantic?
It will be.
This one, we're now will go across.
Over us, the wave that just went over us will probably, but it's moving away. All the ones in the Atlantic are staying away from us. So I am.
I'm gonna strap the
yay
brick
about
here.
that.
I thought we were gonna get. Another one from the Atlantic.
Well, we have another situation down south of Cuba that I need to watch for next week. So
What?
you know, for the
All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going. There's nowhere to go. Where are you going to go? The fires of California? There's war in Europe.
know, if the southern tip hasn't been affected, I guess that's what Mother Nature wants to take care of all of Florida.
Another one from the south.
All right, we're not going
From
to go
the
there.
south, that might affect the southern tip of the state. It might curve just under us and stay away, but I do expect some generation next
Of
week.
course she does.
All right, Linda, thank you so much for your live update. I know we're going to continue to follow you in Florida's severe weather. If you want to pop on another day this week, let us know. As long as we're here, we'll be more than happy to put it out.
Okay.
Love you, honey. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Holy smokes.
Wow, amazing.
Another one.
I know.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling good right now.
All right, let's take a quick break. When we come back, we've got Veronica Green in the house, Veggie Vero. She's making a Hurricane Buddha Bowl. Hurricane Harvest Bowl. Hurricane Harvest Bowl.
Are we going to have a hurricane party? Have some harvest balls?
Bowl in the house.
Wow, here we go.
Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
If you turned 65 recently like me, it's important you find a Medicare Advantage plan that gives you the coverage you're looking for. But finding one can be difficult. The best thing I did, and I suggest you do the same, is call a licensed insurance agent and let them walk you through your Medicare Advantage plan options. There are so many benefits you have access to, so make the call now and let the representatives explain everything to you. Our licensed insurance agents can offer you a variety of Medicare Advantage plans. Plus, the call is free, the information is free, and there's no obligation to enroll. We're here to make it easy for you to select a Medicare Advantage plan that may work for your needs. Finding a Medicare Advantage plan can be easy if you do what I did. Make a quick call right now to learn more. Thank you. Call 800-978-4815. That's 800-978-4815. Call now.
Discover Kaizen, where excellence meets your daily routine. Our premium products are crafted with the highest quality ingredients to elevate your mind, body, and spirit. Enjoy Kaizen coffee for clean, sustained energy and clarity without unnecessary additives or harsh effects. Or experience our Kaizen hydration solution designed for peak performance and lasting rejuvenation. For those who demand the best, Kaizen is always sugar-free, non-GMO, and free from artificial additives. For more information, visit livekaizen.com/cafe10 to elevate your lifestyle today.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
Welcome to the Florida International Trade and Cultural Expo.
70 countries, 200 plus vendors.
This is where the world meets.
Every country in the world should come here to FITSE because there's always an opportunity to do business together.
We're bringing the world to Broward, and we invite everyone to join us every year.
Don't miss it. It's one of the best events in Broward County.
I'll see you at FITSE 2024.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
All right, you ready? Hurricane Harvest Bowl. It's time to get cooking with our good friend Veronica Green, Veggie Vero. She's in the kitchen on the other side of the studio. See what she's got on this harvest bowl. You know, it's harvest, it's fall, it's supposed to be a lot of great things to be eating, veggies and fruits. Let's see what she's got cooking over there. Welcome back.
Hi, thank you. Good to be back. So typically I would be making a fall harvest bowl or an autumn harvest bowl. But since we're in the midst of a hurricane, I figured, what do you harvest during a hurricane? You harvest out of your pantry.
True.
Anything canned goods and things that are non-perishable and long-lasting veggies. There's a few little common veggies that just last for a really long time, like carrots, for example. They just last forever. So this is a hurricane harvest bowl, mostly made from canned goods that you would have in stock during a hurricane.
Interesting. I was going to make it like a chili or something. I thought, what do you make out of the pantry?
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think it's good. All right, let's dive in. So you're going to start with your big bowl, and I'm going to use chickpeas, one of my favorite go-to just staple beans for many dishes. I'm going to put a bunch of garbanzo beans right in there. All right, and then I'm going to use red kidney beans. Now these were all canned. I just have them rinsed. They're organic. And of course nothing beats fresh, but again, we're doing this with hurricane season in mind. So organic and canned and rinsed. Okay, so we got red kidney beans and chickpeas so far. So it's very rich in protein. As you know, beans are high in protein. And we have green beans. These are canned green beans.
Oh my God, I haven't had canned green beans since
I know.
Kids, I think, were little.
I know.
And I never eat them then either.
I mean, look, it kills me to use canned vegetables. I'm not, everything I do is fresh. But again, this is a hurricane harvest bowl, so we're going with the canned stuff. And I did add a little bit of salt, Himalayan pink salt to those string beans before I packaged them up. These are just shredded carrots. So the carrots are one of those vegetables that you can just have throughout the duration of hurricane season, and they're really not going to go bad. Carrots last so long, whether they're shredded or regular, whether you have power or not, whether they're in the refrigerator or not, they're just going to last for a long time. So carrots are a good staple piece. I'm using shredded. If you only have whole carrots, that's fine. You could chop them up into bits, or you could shred them. You could use the carrot peeler and make shreds. All right, so that's looking good. And then I'm going to use, this was canned heart of palm. Yep, heart of palm is a really easy way to just add some flavor into your dish.
All right, so here's a silly question.
Yeah.
Is the heart of palm really from the heart of a palm tree?
It is. It is. Yep. It's harvested from the center of a palm tree, and it's actually, there was a lot of controversy about heart of palm for a long time because you have to take down the palm tree in order to harvest the center of it.
That's
like
what I'm
you're
thinking.
killing the tree. So they were taking them from like rainforests and really causing some deforestation for these hearts of palm. This is going back many, many years. Now there's been all types of laws put into place to protect the trees, and they're mostly just grown out of local heart of palm nurseries where they're growing them, harvesting, and new ones are coming up. They're growing them just purposely
Just
for
this.
the harvest, yeah.
Isn't that interesting?
Leave our rainforests alone, please. Yeah, it is very interesting though.
So this is going to come down to her dressing, because
It
you
always
can put
does.
all these ingredients in a bowl and you go to serve them and they taste like ingredients in a bowl, and somehow she puts her magic touch to it and you think, wow, this is amazing.
Well, I'll tell you, today I decided, since you guys are always raving about my dressings, I decided to make the dressing on air so you could see how simple it is. So I don't have the dressing pre-made. Okay. So these are mostly all things that were canned. The only thing that wasn't was the carrots there. Now, I do have cabbage with me. This is, of course, optional in times of, a hurricane. You may or may not have greens. You may or may not have cabbage on you. But I do recommend, if you're at the store doing your hurricane shopping and you do want to have some fresh veggies, like not everything canned, like cabbage is a really good one to have throughout hurricane season because it lasts a really long time. I've had cabbage last over a month.
Oh, wow.
And like it does, even if you lose power, even if, you have it in the fridge, but maybe your fridge doesn't have power, so it's just like that, like slowly dying chill in the fridge, like that's totally fine. Cabbage lasts a long time. So it's a good one to have, whether it's the green cabbage or the purple. I'm using the purple. But again, this is optional. You kind of have to work with whatever you have.
Sally, when was the last time you had real food?
I haven't been able to eat at all, just beginning to, yeah.
Well, again, this will be good for you.
And of course it gives it that beautiful pop of purple color. All right, so the last thing I'm going to add before we move on to the dressing is I'm going to add some, actually 2 more things, sorry, I forgot. Pepitas. You could use any type of seeds, but these are pumpkin seeds. These are lightly salted pumpkin seeds.
Do you like pepitas?
Absolutely.
So seeds and nuts are great to keep around during hurricane time because, they don't go bad.
You can buy them just like that?
Yeah. They're lightly salted, the ones that I have. So, yeah, they're delicious. And then the last thing was onion. And onion is another one of those vegetables that is going to hold up. It's not going to really, of course, it goes bad, but not so quickly. It's not like strawberries. So just going to put a little bit of onion. And again, it's optional. If you have it, you can add it. If not, you don't have to use it. It's totally fine. I'm just cutting it into little bits.
You like green beans?
Okay.
And this is
They're not orange?
this is all raw, if you haven't noticed. Like there's no cooking involved.
I was going to say, there's no cooking here.
Yeah, because if you don't have power, it's tricky to cook. So trying to do things that are really, really hurricane friendly. Of course, the beans, the beans are cooked, but they were canned. All right. So that's a big, hearty
That's a big salad.
bowl, yeah.
Nice, a big bowl.
So now I'm going to make the dressing. Probably should add some salt and pepper too,
Never hurts.
because that just makes everything better.
It never looks, when I make it, never looks quite the way she does.
I know. It's an amazing flair she has.
She has like a flair, right?
Thank you. Okay, let me clear off my cutting board. I'm going to make the dressing now right in front of you so you can see how easy it truly is. And this is a hurricane dressing. The base of our dressing is going to be applesauce.
Applesauce.
Applesauce, yep. Applesauce is a hurricane food. It's prepackaged. Open it up and pour it into a jar. I always like to make my dressings in jars because once all the ingredients are in there, you can just shake it up real easy. There we go.
She's hilarious.
She like thinks of everything.
Applesauce. Dijon mustard.
Wow.
Ooh.
Now that's different.
All right, we're gonna put a little bit of maple. My go-to sweetener.
That's her go-to. That, I think, is the magic. Maple syrup.
And water.
Is that a little jar of water?
Yes.
And I'm going to also just add a little bit of salt and pepper to the dressing too.
Wow. Who would have ever thought of putting that together? Applesauce, maple syrup,
Where'd you
and
get this
Dijon
recipe?
vinegar. Dijon mustard.
I made it up.
You made it up?
Yeah.
Wow.
A little bit of salt.
Talk about putting it
pepper.
in a jar and selling it, right?
Wow.
Okay, so all those things are in there. Now we're going to shake it up.
Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Now I'm going to sample it because sometimes you need a little bit of extra of something. It's really good.
Wow.
Actually,
So what
I
you
think
do?
it's
You put
perfect.
all this together one day and came out with this?
Well, yeah. I'm going to add a tiny bit more maple just to, because that Dijon mustard is a little strong. Okay.
Amazing.
When you first started doing this, were you hungry? Because it's incredible.
Well, I was thinking about what I could make today for today's show. I just came up with this last night. I was thinking I wanted to do something hurricane themed. And I was like, okay, canned goods. Let's put it all together. What would go good together with all these canned goods?
Wow.
And then the dressing, I happened to have applesauce in my cabinet. I was like, this is a good base for a dressing because it's sweet, it's tangy. So we're going to pour that right on.
She's one scary chick, I'm going to tell you.
It's unbelievable, right?
And mix it up.
You remind me of the show Survivor. You would survive no matter what.
Oh my gosh, I hope so. I need to grow my own food though. I'm really not a fan of canned things. This is for emergencies only.
What do you think
I would
about
survive
frozen?
if you gave me a nice garden, a nice plot of land, and some seeds.
What do you think about frozen vegetables? Someone was telling me they're underrated, but they're really good.
Yeah, frozen vegetables are totally underrated. They pretty much still hold their nutritional value.
That's what I heard.
And they last, they don't go bad. Oh yeah, totally.
Someone was telling me, definitely a fan of the frozen vegetable.
Yeah.
The frozen corn, those little corn things.
Whatever it
Oh
is.
my God.
Because it holds the nutrition if they flash freeze it and
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Let me know if you want to move to Puerto Rico. I'll give you 12 acres of land. You could farm till the cows come home.
That sounds great. All right, this is done. So I'm going to dish it out. I don't know if we need to take a break.
We're going to take a commercial break while she dishes it out. Sue Kostick's going to be joining us from Hello, Your Health is Calling. So a great health segment on eating better foods for you, all changing life for the fall. See that? See how nicely it falls into place?
Bada boom.
Bada bing. Leave the cake and eat the salad. More to come. We'll be right back.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, your family, your business, your peace of mind, you need reliable fire protection. Introducing All Fire Extinguisher Depot, Fire Extinguisher Service. Our certified technicians ensure your extinguishers are always ready to respond to emergencies. Before and after, we leave your fire safety in top-notch condition. Join the many satisfied clients who trust All Fire Extinguisher Depot for fire extinguisher service. Because when it comes to fire safety, there's no compromise. Contact All Fire Extinguisher Depot at 786-704-2750 to get your extinguisher service today. Your safety is our priority. That's at 786-704-2750. All Fire Extinguisher Depot, protecting what matters.
Has your heater busted, computer crashed, appliance broken? Then you need ARW Home.
Life's been pretty worry-free since I got covered with ARW Home. Don't waste thousands of dollars on air conditioning, appliance repair, and replacements. Save that money with ARW Home. Protection plans that cover household appliances, systems, and electronics.
My air conditioning broke on a Sunday. I called ARW, and they came out and fixed it right away.
Get your free quote today. Call or go to arwhome.com now.
Imagine this is your money and someone wants to take it from you. Who is it? The IRS. Guess what? They want your money and they can take it, all of it if they want. Remember, they sent you that letter right over here that said, hey, you owe us a bunch of cash and we're going to take it from you right now. So what do? You fight back by letting our team of experts work it out with the IRS so you can keep your money. And hey, we're good at what we do. When you hire us, you get a team of guys on your side that know the IRS laws, and we'll fight really hard to save your money. So, if you owe the IRS a ton of cash and you want to keep it, call right now and learn for free how we can help you put it back in your pocket. 5 minutes of your time right now can save you thousands of dollars. And the best part, it's a free call, so please call right now. What if you could make a free phone call and reduce your car payment by as much as $83 a month? Right now, you could be paying as high as 20% interest. Your new interest rate could be reduced to as low as 2.48%. You can refinance any existing car loan or leased car and save money every month. Take 5 minutes of your time right now. Make this free phone call and learn how to save hundreds of dollars a year by refinancing your existing car loan.
Attention timeshare owners. This is an urgent consumer alert from the Timeshare Exit Hotline, a national company specializing in helping consumers legally get out of their expensive timeshare contracts. We're offering you a way to legally get rid of your timeshare. So if you're fed up with the maintenance fees that keep on coming and want to learn if you can terminate your timeshare legally and permanently, call today. Call the number on your screen today. It's a free call.
The owners of Amp Media Productions and the Brooklyn Cafe show, Don and Freddie S., are excited to announce the launch of its new nonprofit educational charity, the Amp Media Futures Foundation. This foundation gives college students the tools that they need by providing them hands-on learning experiences in business, marketing, communication, and media creation. To donate or volunteer, contact AMP2 Media Productions by email at info@ampfutures.org.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And
we're back. So before we head over to our next guest, we have to do a sampling of this. Freddie, tell me what you think.
Pretty good.
Right? Veronica, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's
Good.
that dressing
Glad you
again.
like it.
How do you do it?
I mean, not bad for hurricane food, right? I would be happy to eat this during
Sally, what do you
hurricane.
think? Sally
You're
hasn't eaten in a
amazing.
month.
Well, then that's not a fair judgment because anything's going to taste good to you.
It's coming back.
That's funny.
And I love the cabbage with it because otherwise everything would be soft.
Yeah.
And it adds the crunch.
A little crunch, yeah. Sunflower, pumpkin seeds.
Maybe we add walnuts.
Yeah,
Crunchy,
totally.
You gotta add anything to it.
Celery would be a good crunch also. Sometimes in the situation, if you lost power, you have some things that are fresh and good, but they're going to go bad soon, and you need to use them up. So this is a great way to just use things up.
You ate it all.
It's good.
Even the green beans.
I love green beans. It's good.
Amazing.
Thank you. I'm
She
glad
does
you like
it again. Applesauce, Dijon mustard, water, maple syrup, and salt and pepper.
Yep, that's it.
Who would have ever thunk it?
I wanted to ask you, do you see, for Halloween, people cut out a pumpkin and they bake inside the pumpkin?
I've seen that. I've never done it. It looks
cook inside the
incredible.
pumpkin?
Yes. I want to try that.
Yeah. It looks really good.
It looks really interesting.
And the
they
pumpkins
make
are
the whole thing in there.
How do they cook? With like a, what do you mean they use the pumpkin as an oven, like an easy baked pumpkin?
Some people put aluminum foil around the pumpkin so it doesn't burn.
Yeah, like they hollow out the pumpkin and then they stuff it with whatever food, whatever fillings they want to put in there, and then they bake it in the oven, the whole thing. And so when you basically can when you take it out, you can eat right out of it and
Right out of
scrape
it.
the sides.
Wow.
Because the pumpkin meat is delicious and it's cooked.
It's amazing.
I've
and
never
I
done
saw
it,
that and I
but
said,
it looks beautiful, yeah.
We have
I
to
was
check
gonna
into
ask
that.
oh, it's great. They do pumpkin spice, they do pumpkin cakes, they do all sorts of stuff.
Wow.
Well, now we're really in pumpkin season, so probably next time I come, I'll be doing something with pumpkin.
Amazing. Sue Kostic is going to love this.
Yay.
She does it again. So for more information, you can follow Veggie Vero on her website, Veronica Green. You can find her on social media, cookbooks. Everything is incredible. And of course, on Mondays, right here at the Brooklyn Cafe Show. So Veronica's going to stick around because I think you're going to like this next segment.
Okay, I'm excited.
We've got Sue Kostic joining us. She is the host of Hello, Your Health is Calling. Sue is an integrative health practitioner, functional medicine practitioner, and she has helped me on my journey towards better health, and she has got a new plan she wants to promote. Would you mind?
Of course you do.
So let's bring it to go. She's in Arizona, so she is away from the hurricane.
Hello.
How you doing, Sue?
I'm doing great. I caught the very last part of that, and I'm so intrigued.
Amazing. Veronica has an amazing cookbook called Cooking with Veggie Vero. And how many other books, Veronica?
8 other books. They're all children's books. It's a series about a little plant-based superhero who rescues animals and teaches kids about making kind, compassionate, plant-based choices. And then a yoga book and a book about recycling, all for kids.
I love it. I love it.
So we thought this would
And
be
I
a
saw
perfect
Freddie was
segment.
eating, so that's very encouraging.
Freddie ate all his veggies.
When she comes, I have to eat everything. But it's actually really, really good.
It was delicious.
She made an applesauce.
Dijon mustard.
I know that was it. It really has a nice kick to this thing, which I'm shocked.
Yay. Glad to hear.
She's the only woman that I know that makes a carrot taste like a hot dog.
I'm never going to live that down.
And we had it. I make them.
You did?
I cook them, yeah. Yeah. And I love it because I don't eat carrots, and I'm supposed to eat carrots. But every time she's in, she sort of does it so it hides. But it tastes just like a hot dog. Unbelievable.
Sue is the host of Hello, Your Health is Calling. And this past week, she did a segment, her show on Thursdays at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time was October is flu and cold season. And I thought, she's in my brain. How does she know? I came back from New York with a cold. And Sally's out sick with COVID and the flu and all of these things. And I said, you know what? We have to get this on our show because we got to get people into better health. Because you don't know what you don't know. And I've been working closely with you, and you had sent me a liver cleanse to do, and I haven't done it yet. But we started slow on protein shakes. And I've been away a couple times, the Jewish holidays, but I'm getting ready to actually jump into this. And you said, let's bring it forward to a lot of other people. So let's do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you say you started slow, but that protein powder has a very large detoxification component to it as well. So, doing the 7, 14, or 21-day detox is very vital. But if you, moving forward after that, keep using the protein powder, then you are still sitting in that maintenance part of detoxification. So, that's one of the things that people can do for themselves. On my slides last Thursday, I crossed out cold and flu, and I replaced it with inflammation. Because really, that's what's happening, is we're inflaming our bodies to the point that our immune system is weakened. So I think it's more inflammation season than anything else.
And that's what I was thinking, because we were at a wedding, there were 20 of us from South Florida. So I was like, what are the odds? 4 of us of the 20 got sick, which means we're all exposed to the same thing, same party, same everything, same L train.
They all took the train too?
6 of us took the L train.
And 4 of you got sick.
And 3 of us got sick.
Yeah, well.
Which means the other 3 had a stronger immune system than the other 3. So that goes to
Well, and when you talk about what you did, you went to New York to a wedding. So you also have the stress of travel, and put that on top of a weakened immune system, you're just weakening it even more. So it's like the whole thing, managing stress, detoxification, it all goes hand in hand.
Well, how do we do that? How do we help detoxify? Tell me what you're looking for. How we're going to promote this.
Well, so what I have encouraged you to do is a detox, which is a functional medicine detox. It's not chemical or synthetic. It's using Ayurvedic modalities and traditional Chinese medicine herbs to detox your liver, because your liver is your biggest organ that's going to keep your immune system strong. So if you have a clean liver, then your immune system is going to be stronger. So, when we were chatting over the weekend, I was like, let's do a challenge. Let's take the month of October let's build our immune system in October. So after Halloween, during the holidays, going through the new year, we're at our highest immunity, so we're not going to get run down. Everyone gets run down at the holidays, and they blame it on cold and flu. But it's really our immune system is just so low that we can't battle anything.
And it's interesting because I work out regularly, I eat pretty healthy, but my immune system, for whatever reason, is not as strong as it should be. And then there are other people, and then I think, well, if this is how I feel, how does the rest of the world feel, who are eating not healthy, they're not cognizant of it, they're not working out for whatever reason. They have to feel run down and still try to function through life.
Right. And it's, like you said earlier, you don't know what you don't know, and there's some pretty easy steps that you can do. Not only this functional medicine detox, but when you talk about the season that we're approaching, I'm not saying restrict yourself and don't have any fun, but if you know that sugar and alcohol are going to reduce your immune system, then, it might be a good idea to make sure that it's strong. Add that activated multivitamin, add the minerals, add the electrolytes, the B complexes, all those things. So it's not like you have to be super restrictive in your activities and your lifestyle. It's just you need to support your body as you're moving through these different seasons. It's the same thing if people are super stressed out all the time and they're in a high stress job. They're the ones who have the really weakened immune systems, and they're the ones that are going to get sick first. So
it was amazing because Sue had ordered, I told you, I've ordered these functional medicine tests, and they were really simple. One was hair, one was blood, and it looked at my electrolytes, it looked at food sensitivities, not allergies, but sensitivities. And the first thing she said is, you need to stop dairy. So I thought of you, Veronica, and I was like, we've had this conversation on cottage cheese and yogurt. So that to me I thought was going to be the biggest hurdle. But I found coconut alternatives because also I can't tolerate almonds, so I couldn't do the almonds. So I found coconut alternatives, which has made it really pretty seamless on coconut yogurts, coconut milk, and then now this protein shake, which is a plant-based protein shake in the morning. And it's so much easier, but besides that, I haven't had a migraine in a month. So for me, that is like, you don't know what you don't know until you think, you're like, wow, I haven't had a migraine in a month.
Yeah.
And that's got to be hugely attributed to this, because those are the changes that I've made.
Yeah.
And I was kind of
Yeah,
afraid
and,
to do it.
And I think that people are afraid to change. We don't like change. Our bodies like homeostasis no matter what that means. If we are in a season of sickness, our body has that homeostasis of sickness, and it doesn't really want to get out of it because it gets comfortable in it. So, when you think about making changes and stuff, you really have to set your mind, because it is mind over matter, and push that fear down, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to detox. I'm going to be hungry all the time, or I can't leave the bathroom. And that's not it at all. It's literally just giving your body a break so that your liver can do its job. And, I remember the first time I did the 21-day detox, I probably didn't sleep for 2 nights before because I was dreading it. But that's just our mind, because your brain is in protection mode. It wants to protect you from pain. So change is painful, but sometimes, like you, Dawn, giving up that dairy, look at the effects. It's like no migraines.
It was huge, right? I have a migraine that built on a migraine, and then you take the medication, then it would upset my stomach, and it was just this cascade, and I had no idea it was from the dairy. I just figured it was hormonal. It was, who knows? But the dairy made a big difference. I was thinking of Veronica, part of being vegan is no dairy, and it makes a big difference.
I mean, it affects everyone differently.
It affects everyone
course,
differently.
But, I mean, especially for those with any type of intolerance, it's huge. I mean, you don't realize sometimes you've been eating it your whole life, and you've been inflamed your whole life. And you've been getting headaches your whole life.
My whole life.
And you just don't even think of the correlation between the two, because you've just been living this way your whole life. It's all you know.
Right.
And the minute you take it out, it's like, oh my gosh. and I'm so glad that you said it was seamless, the transition.
It was seamless because now there's
now
so
we're
many
living in
alternatives.
a world
you have
where
to
there's so many alternatives.
But you got to read the labels.
Yeah.
Because there are coconut yogurts and there are almond yogurts out there that are just filled with junk.
Yeah.
And Sue, and you walked me through, you sent me a lot of alternatives, clean products. So for anyone that makes the change, work with Sue, because even the coconut milks, there are things that are just filled with junk that you shouldn't be drinking.
And, oat milk, people think that oat milk is their answer to the health, but oat milk is one of the worst things because it's so oversprayed with pesticides. So, you're having this product that you're just poisoning your body with even more. So
Well, they're saying that about oatmeal also. I had read somewhere that benefits of oatmeal are being counteracted by the amount of pesticides that they're spraying on the oats.
Well, that's why you want organic. There's a lot of things. The Environmental Working Group puts out a list every year it's called the Clean 15 Dirty Dozen. And it tells you what to buy conventional versus organic because of the level of pesticides that's found in the produce. So, it's one of the things that I keep updated on my website because it's a really easy thing you can print off and keep in your bag when you go to the grocery store, because not everybody can afford organic. It's expensive to eat healthy. So if there are some things that you can do that are conventional, then this list is the place to go. And also oats is another one. Oats, corn, anything that has a corn product in it, you want to make sure it's organic, because corn is another super highly sprayed product. So
How do you want to start the challenge out? What do you want to start people to do? Because I've been working with you for months, so for me to get here, it's not an overnight thing.
No, it's not. But I think that for this challenge, it's like, get the 7-day detox. Go on my website, get the 7-day detox, and it comes with videos and things from me, so it's not like you're never alone. And you do get, a call with me as well. but it's really the place to start. And you can start working on eliminating more of the sugars from your diet. You can start working on no processed foods. Stay out of the fast food line. Cook at home. If you can't cook at home, then start to really read labels and make sure that you're not eating those ultra-processed, easy foods. Because if you put it in the microwave to cook it and then eat it, it's probably got 17 ingredients to it. And to the point, and I'm sure, Veronica, I don't know how you feel about the meat substitutes. Those are so highly processed to taste like meat. It's like if you're going to eat meat, eat meat. If you're going to eat a vegetable, eat a vegetable.
Yeah.
Don't eat a vegetable that's turned into something with all these chemicals to taste like meat.
Yeah, I really
There's
try to avoid all of those. They are, like you said, they're so processed. I don't even feel good after I eat most of them.
No.
When I first went vegan, I was actually relying quite heavily on those because it was just like a transitional period. But then I started to realize how processed they were. And I started slowly taking them out of my diet and replacing them with just whole foods. And now if I ever go back and eat them occasionally, I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. Like my stomach hurts.
Yeah.
They're really not good. I
There's so
found
much
this
stuff.
one that actually has very clean ingredients. Gosh, I'm going to Google it in a minute and see if I can remember the name of it. But it's like it's made of mushroom. Lion's mane mushroom is like the main ingredient, and it's meant to be cooked with like as a crumble. You could use it as like a meaty crumble in like a meat sauce, and the ingredients are incredibly clean. I was so excited to find it. It's the only one that I will now eat. They're all, most of them are also processed. But I'm gonna see if I can find the name of it.
What's your website?
But I do think that, doing a detox, if there's people who want to get together as a community, I also have a Facebook community that I throw people in that are doing this all together. And it's kind of a fun thing. We meet once a week, and the Facebook group is Trust Your Gut. And it's a private group, so you'd have to ask to get into it. But we can do like a 2 or 3 week challenge in there, and everybody's supported. We're detoxing all together. We're learning. There's so much learning that goes on about different foods and different ways to detox and how to keep yourself healthy and your immune system high. So there's a lot of different ways we could go about it.
What's your website?
The website is Sue at Symmetry Health and, never mind. That's my email. The website is symmetryhealthandwellness.com. You can grab an anti-inflammatory food list at itsaboutyourgut.com. And those are the 2 ways you can find me. There's the detox course. It's Your Gut Academy. It's all about the gut. Are you seeing the correlation there?
It's true. It's an amazing change, and it's been a process. And you've been through this process with me. It's been a long year.
Well, the amazing thing is how many people have you seen about the headaches? They thought it was your jaw. They had you having mouthpieces like Mike Tyson. They had you everywhere, remember?
When I was because I've always had it my whole life. MRIs. I was in high school going through the MRI machine, and there's like nothing, they couldn't find it. It was stress. It was college, biofeedback. I mean, my whole life, like Veronica, I didn't think about it. I've had migraines. It never dawned on me, occurred to me that it was a food. It did, but no one would know what food it was, right? Because it's not an allergy. It's not like I got violently ill. So who would know until that came up?
The thing about food sensitivities, I just want to say one thing about them is people don't put enough impact on how food does impact your body. And if you have a food sensitivity, you may not realize it until it can show up 72 hours after you eat it. So where an allergy is pretty much immediate, a sensitivity is anywhere from 12 to 72 hours after you eat it. So if you've eaten something and you feel pretty good for a couple days, and then all of a sudden on the 3rd day you're like, oh, what did I eat yesterday? But that's not what it is. So, and the it tests like 190 different, it goes through all the spices and condiments and fruits and vegetables, proteins, fish, everything.
And the funny thing was everything that I ate was I sensitive to. It was the almonds that I knew and dairy. But the other thing is to go to an allergist, everyone's like, oh, the expense of the allergist, the time incurred, what it's going to feel like.
No.
This was so easy.
I got to tell you, the funny thing is that everything that she's not supposed to eat is what she ate.
Yes.
Everything. So you back up
For your
the
whole life.
almonds, you have
Protein bars,
everything. And she's 5'0". So because she's like a droplet anyway, that if she takes the stuff that she shouldn't be eating, it just got worse and got worse and I said, well, maybe the doctors, maybe they're wrong. Something's going on here, obviously. You were feeding your illness.
Yeah.
I was feeding the inflammation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm telling you, get in touch with me because it's so simple to uncover these things. It does take a little bit of time depending on what we find out. But like a food sensitivity, that could be like immediate. You just start eliminating that. And, if people really want to just dip their toe in it, go to itsaboutyourgut.com and grab the anti-inflammatory food list. Because if you're feeling any kind of inflammation, eliminating the inflammatory foods is a really great place to start.
And if you have autoimmune disease like lupus, thyroid disease, Hashimoto's, diabetes, things that are autoimmune, and you're feeding your autoimmune, you're feeding your inflammation, which makes your autoimmune just skyrocket.
Right. Exactly.
Thank you, Sue, so
Exactly.
much. And she makes it so easy.
Anytime.
All right, we're going to see you Thursday on Hello Your Health is Calling at 11 o'clock.
Yes. Continuing the topic of the inflammation season.
Makes a huge difference. Thank you so much. We're going to stay safe.
Thank you.
You stay safe. We'll see you soon.
You stay safe. Okay.
Bye-bye.
That's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff for a lot of different reasons. We talked about inflammation. We talked about yeast and how that is for a diabetic type 2. It's just a very painful lesson to learn. And I was vegan for about 8 months.
Yeah.
Pure vegan. Hardest thing in my life was to do that. It really was.
How long have you been off of dairy, Dawn?
It's been about a month.
Okay.
And no
At
headache.
Sally, I've got tons of cottage cheese. I'm like, I should bring it for Sally. It's been about a month, and that was the hardest thing because breakfast is easy.
Yeah.
It was lunch to bring here that's quick and easy, and quite honestly, these protein shakes that it's called Equilife are so good at filling that I'm pretty good without even a major lunch. And if I do a shake for lunch now, I think I'm going to be good. That's the liver detox. So
I found the name of that crumble, by the way. I'm just like, I'm not like, they're not sponsoring this promotion or anything, but it's just so delicious that I feel inclined to share it with everybody. It's called Big Mountain. That's the name of the brand. And it's called Lion's Mane Mushroom Crumble. The ingredients list is like ridiculously clean. It's like portobello mushroom, shiitake mushroom, pea protein, split peas, carrots, hemp seed, coconut oil, smoked paprika. It's like all things you can pronounce.
Huh.
And it's and you just cook it up into a crumble. It's the only kind of like meat replacement thing that I've found that's clean, and I don't feel bad after I eat it. But yes, I agree with what she said. Most of them are horrible.
Has she seen this?
I don't think I've shown that to Veronica. We'll show that
We
to her.
have to show it to her. Because
What's that one?
It's a coffee that has mushrooms, but we'll show you this off the air.
I don't think I've had that brand, but I've had mushroom coffee. I'm a fan. Big fan.
Kaizen commitment to change.
Yes, that's another commitment that we want for the holidays, because this is the most challenging time for a diabetic, because all the good stuff comes out, all the candy, trick or treat, all that you have to stay away from. So you have to do something to offset that. But it's good. It's good to see that now you're going to clean your liver.
I was a little nervous, but once I got through the protein shake, like anybody else, change is hard. So I took it little by little, and Sue was great with me. We stopped the dairy first. We introduced these new protein shakes, and for me, it's not a whey protein, it's a pea protein, I believe. makes a big difference, and more fruits and veggies, and trying to stay out of that snack cabinet when I get home from work, the chips and all that stuff. Because even if they're like rice poppers, once you open it, forget it, you eat the whole bag of potato chips.
You have snacks at home?
Sure.
You eat crackers? Since when?
Well, that's what happened. When we get home between 6 and 7, I don't normally eat dinner. I go to work out. So it's what I grab before I go work out.
So you have crackers and then you work out?
I shouldn't. So now I'm trying to cut up more fresh vegetables, peppers and cucumbers and hummus and things like that to have. And
you know
then
what's great to
work
eat
out.
before you work out? For me at least, an apple, or apple slices with peanut butter. It's the best. Apple, they say, gives you more energy than a cup of coffee.
Oh, well, that's
just like the natural sugars in the apple.
And I keep some butter, so I try to keep things healthy.
Now you use that other butter.
Sun butter.
You don't like that.
Because I can't have peanuts and almonds. That was part of my food sensitivities, which
Oh, you
I
can't
knew.
have peanuts. Okay.
I mean,
Food
I
is
can,
so
but
important.
it's
It really is.
you know, things that make you not feel so good, you try
Yeah.
not to eat. So we're very fortunate that we're in a society that we've got options.
Yeah.
Which makes it a lot
Do
easier.
you have an air fryer?
No.
Okay, you're gonna get an air fryer. Last night they had fish and a potato and broccoli, and it all fits in an air fryer. First time. You hit a button, bing, it comes out. It's the most delicious thing I've ever had in my life. Well, nobody ever told me this, and you can do it all, and it's right your speed. Just put it in, hit a button.
Put it in, hit a
I've
button.
become since I haven't been well this month, I haven't been able to eat, but when I've eaten something, it's upset me so I'm becoming very, very, this was not coincidence listening
Very
to
sensitive.
I was
You have
very,
an air
very-
fryer?
Well, when you said that, I could see that it would be very good, because on a few occasions I've gone out with Steve, I've had fish but nothing on it, a baked potato. But an air fryer, they don't cook with any oils?
No.
No, that's what I'm going to go
I
get.
cannot believe that the fish tastes, because I thought it was going to be like a dry piece of leather, you know? And it came out, I said, I had to walk over to it to touch it and make sure it was hot, because I couldn't believe.
People love their air fryers.
And Linda says, it's the first time we've ever done it, and it was all in one, and boom. Get an air fryer, and you would love it.
So
Because you can work out, come back, and then
it's done.
have your air fryer food.
So the food is fried, or I don't know anything about it.
Air fry, no oil.
No oil.
No, but it comes out like it would have been without any oils.
Honey, all I'm telling you is this
You
fish.
have one, Jay?
This fish, and we got this fish from Walmart. Now you would think a
So,
fish
but
from
what's the difference between that and just like conventional, like oven, one of those mini ovens?
That's what I
just-
have is a mini oven.
That's what I have
Well,
too.
the air fryer, everything is one in. So you put everything in there, one temperature, and you go. That's the first thing. The second thing, it cooks from the inside out. So it's not from the outside in. So the mess up is fast. And then it's faster. Conventional is fast. But this was just so amazing. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, it didn't dry up.
People love them.
I've never seen anything like this.
People love them.
You put potatoes and
You put everything in,
potato. Because I always thought it would dry it up. So we're going to put now sweet potatoes. You know, we're following your recipe, getting a little healthier, eating at home.
It makes a big difference. You'll see. If you eat at home more, you're going to feel so much better.
You know, you wake up, you're not inflamed, because you're not eating the processed stuff. And I don't care if you go to Chipotle or anything else, you're still eating something you shouldn't be eating anyway. I mean, you just are. So you just have to be honest with yourself. But it's good to see that you're not in any pain. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Veronica, what's your website?
It's veggievero.com. All my children's books are available on there. You can also find me most days of the week at the Delray Beach Children's Garden if you want to get some books in person and have them signed. And here a few times a month at the Brooklyn Cafe.
Amazing. And Sally, I'm sorry.
And the amazing thing is, if hurricane season is upon us and you got to stay indoors with your kid, can't send them to school, you're not going to work, check out her book. Because that's how you entertain. You ever been locked up with kids for 2 or 3 days? Forget
You're
about
going
it.
to find out what it's like.
You need some books.
I'm about to find out any minute.
Definitely
Find
need
out.
some books.
But I'm going to take this book and make some copies, and I'll play with Joey.
And do cooking activities with your kids. During
That's
the
the one.
hurricane time, I mean, even if you lose power, scrape together whatever foods you have, even if it's canned goods. open them all up, put them into a little cupcake tin, set it all up for your children, put them at a table with a kid knife and fork, and let them create their own meal. It is like the best thing, I'm telling you. It entertains them. It's a way to get them to actually be excited about eating healthy foods.
Yep.
And it's a rich sensory experience. They're tasting things, they're feeling different textures, they're learning how to use kitchen utensils. It's so beneficial in so many ways. I cannot push it enough.
Rowan now cooks. He's a cook.
I love
So I was
that.
thinking of getting him like a chef's hat and apron and stuff.
Get him a copy of her book.
And but this is what I'm gonna tell you now. I gotta see how far advanced little Joey
How old is he?
Rowan is 6.
Oh yeah, that's
And-
perfect age.
And they send him to a cooking school. So his father says, "You want to go to baseball camp? Nope. You want to go to football camp? Nope. I want to go to cooking school."
Aww.
And that's where he was going. So now I'm gonna get him a chef hat and all that. I hear he cooks meatballs and spaghetti. He's like a Fremont. He's like,
Nice.
forget about it. But I want to see what because I'm gonna be cooped up with these 2 kids for the next
Yes, you
couple of
are.
I'm gonna tell you, she's a handful, that one. The 2-year-old, forget about it. Had to find out something. So Joey's gonna have to lead the pack, and then she'll taste and calm down.
It'll be great.
Ugh,
So,
it's gonna be
thank
something.
you, Veronica, so much. As always, this was absolutely delicious. Sally, I'm glad you got to eat something. We got your show coming up at 2:30. Call me Zena.
Yes.
What are we talking about?
What were we discussing before? We said, about maybe changing a hurricane's direction. But I don't know.
I think you're going to fill everyone
I
in
kind
on
of
what
changed my mind about that.
what you've been going through.
Yeah, and also, yes, absolutely, because I had firsthand what it's like to not feel well, but
Right.
thank goodness I can recover from that. But the recovery is, you have to know that you...
Immune. You have to always keep your immune system up.
Absolutely. I was thinking that, Steve's had COVID twice since I've known him. The first time I did not catch it. I've gone through a lot this last year, and he got COVID again, and I caught it. So it's a lot to do with immune. I was getting a lot of messages listening to both of these shows that we were just talking about. Your immune system is really, really important to keep it, I
the
know I
woman-
eat wrong food sometimes.
I'm sorry, I don't remember her name.
Sue.
Sue, that was just on. She said something that that resonated also with me. It's so important to remember when we're thinking about our immune systems, about also mentally, how we're doing mentally, and how, like, this time of year, we're so busy and it tends to wear us down, and people always just blame it on cold and flu season, which, that's partly true, but also when you are so physically busy in your day-to-day and you have so many extra things that you're adding onto your plate, mentally it wears you down, and that breaks down your immune system.
Absolutely.
Stress.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had no
Yeah,
energy
stress.
at all this it's due to what I had, I know. But I can't believe how little energy I had, even
Right.
to walk,
So I am
it was-
advocating this holiday season
Yeah,
for keeping your boundaries and saying no to things sometimes. You don't have to go to every single thing. You don't.
Right.
It's okay. You have to protect your peace. Protect the peace.
I think
Do
we
you
might have
believe
this
in-
day in history, too.
Do you believe in flu shots?
No.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know who I'm offending, but I'm not into it. I'm
never-
not into pumping any kind of
I never took a
unnatural
flu
things.
shot in my life, and my doctors, allegedly, the doctors tell me when you have diabetes, you should take it,
Right.
blah, blah, blah. So I took it. I got ill. I never took one in 50, 60 years, never took it.
Of course.
I got it, and I said to him, I'm sick. He said, it's working.
You're introducing a foreign thing into your body.
So, but I usually, now I get them. I don't even know why. I don't know why I listen to half of these people. I really don't.
I don't know, but that's why you got to follow your gut, but keep your gut healthy and clean. I think we have did This Day in History. We're going to play This Day in History. This is brought to you by Amp Media Futures Foundation. We call him the commish. But Gordon, the commish. Gordon has put this together. We'll wrap up today's show. This Day in History. Everyone stay safe this hurricane. Do what you got to do. Pack up. Get to dry land. Stay with family and friends.
Don't panic.
Just stay
Don't
safe.
panic. And again,
Don't
panic. Think your way through what you're going to do.
And we'll see you on Call Me Zena today at 2:30 and then tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time on the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Have a great day, everyone.
And don't be late. We'll see you tomorrow.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.